Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So if you are here to find out what is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin and also what kind of scenario to expect next, then you are definitely at the right place, because today in this video I am going to show you some very interesting scenario that could be playing out right now in the immediate short term and also in the upcoming days for Bitcoin. So if you like what you just heard, then please come on, let's try to get at least 2,000 likes into this video. And also for those individuals watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So now starting this analysis in a weekly time frame, what I want to add here is this rising trend line formation, because we know we have talked about this already. But if we monitor the price movement one more time, since we are approaching towards this lower line support from this ascending channel, where the upper line has been a strong line of resistance, but the lower line has acted as a strong line of support since 2020, guys. So that's why for us this rising trend line or this ascending channel is a very important line, because we know if we lose the support around this 38,000 from this ascending channel or this rising trend line, then this will trigger a sell off, and this sell off could be very bearish for Bitcoin. And beside this example right now, if we look at this price structure using Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, a different story is being flashed. Let me show you that. So again, in a weekly time frame using this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, let me add this 9.02 Fibonacci level, 14.59 and 23.61%. Because if we look at this example using these three simple Fibonacci level, since the price of Bitcoin according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve has already left the support from this 14.59 Fibonacci level, because in the past Bitcoin price action, losing the support from this 14.59 has led to a bigger price retracement, because you can see here failed to find support at this 14.59 Fibonacci level. After that we got gravitated towards this 9.02 Fibonacci line and also towards this bottom of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Similar scenario unfolded here, got gravitated towards this 9.02 Fibonacci level. After that again towards this bottom of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Another one here got retraced towards this 9.02 Fibonacci level, and after that failed to continue again towards this bottom of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. So now, even though the price of Bitcoin is holding its ground around this 38,000, because according to this weekly time frame this is a strong line of support, but if you look at this using the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, you can see the price of Bitcoin has already left the support from this 14.59 Fibonacci line. And if this is going to be a retracement and price is also going to fail to find support at this rising trend line, according to the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, the next price target is this blue line, which is the 9.02 Fibonacci level, and this 9.02 Fibonacci level is lying around 35,200 price area. And if you have watched my video, you know I showed you with this bump and run reversal top around this price range of 35,000 could be a retest, because if we look at this one here in a daily time frame, this has been a very important chart for us, because we have seen the price of Bitcoin approaching around this first target, but the second target, which is sitting around 31,000, is still open. We have been very careful about that. So that's why if we do see this retracement towards this blue line, which is around 35,200, then you can see we could be retesting the previous support area one more time before price again shows any sort of a trend direction, because you can see losing the support around this 38,000 will clearly indicate that the next possible target is 35,000 and also could be around this 30 to 31,000 price area. And if that is going to happen, then as you can see we could be also retesting the bottom of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, and in that case 30,000 to 35,000 price area between that range. And also guys, also if we look at this price structure in a bit different way using this one scenario, descending broadening wedge, but inside this descending broadening wedge we were following this rising trend line, because this rising trend line, each and every time the line has been tested, after that we have seen a really nice relief rally type of formation. But in our case, if you monitor the price movement here, the daily candles, the daily candle has actually closed below this support line, even though right now we are above this rising trend line. But what we are not allowed to forget is that this is a daily candle. So if this daily candle is again going to close below this 38,000, then we are losing the support also from this rising trend line, because each and every time the price tested this lower line area or this rising trend line, we had a really nice bounce after that. But in our case, this could be the opposite. And one thing what we are also not allowed to forget today is that the European Union is said to review a framework to regulate cryptocurrency. So if something good comes out of it today, then we could be seeing a really nice movement in price action of Bitcoin. But if any bad news is coming out of that, then we must be extremely careful, because in that case, this 35,000 is our next potential downward price target, right? As you can see very clearly. And if we look at this price structure here in a smaller time frame, or you can also look this in a 4-hour time frame, no problem. Another very, very interesting scenario is being unfolding here. Let me show you that. So now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware to all the traders watching this video right now, we have around $8,200 crypto exchange bonus. For example, Bybit is providing around 4,100, which I consider the best one. And also Femex is providing around $4,100 bonus. So the total of $8,200 bonus is provided for you if you sign up using my ref link, and the bonus will be deposited or credited only after your initial deposit. Now let's switch the chart. So now let's look at this price action of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, because right now, as we can see, the price of Bitcoin here in a 4-hour time frame is trying to show some bullishness. But for us, the most important line is this falling trend line, because this falling trend line has acted as a strong line of resistance each and every time the price tried to break out of it. But what I want to add here is a rising trend line, because I want to show you that the price of Bitcoin here could be forming this symmetrical triangle type of price movement, where the lower line will be acting as a strong line of support and upper line as a resistance. And now if we look at this 4-hour candle, since we broke below this support line from the symmetrical triangle and also trying to re-enter above it. So according to this 4-hour time frame, what we want the price of Bitcoin to do is to find a proper support around this 38,800 area. If the 4-hour time frame is going to be closing above that line, finding support, then we can say, okay, maybe the bulls are trying to defend this territory around this 38,000 range, and we could be also seeing this movement towards this upper line area before price chooses a trend direction. But if the candle, the 4-hour candle is going to remain below this 38,700, 38,800 all the time, then we must be very careful, because this here could be a retest where the same line which previously acted as a support could be acting as a rejection, and then a price retracement towards this 35,000 area. So these are some of the interesting scenario I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.